welcome from Coronaville, Springville, New York. Another garage edition. Seems to be my happy place when the weather's decent. I gotta figure out how to heat it up so I can spend some time out here. But it's been a while since I did a video update, so I can fill you in what's been happening with me. Well, we wrapped up camping season last week, so that was kind of bittersweet. It was cold and crappy, so it's time to call it. So really looking forward to winter time, having some free time to ski and snowboard with Jen and Piper, weekends and weeknights, whatever. It'll be nice to kind of have a little bit more time. As far as my health goes, we did have to skip a treatment. I started having some pretty bad side effects that would put me down for a few days. Fever, rash, the thing is some of these side effects that I'm experiencing are the same effects that you hear for corona or just about any drug you hear on TV. So the biggest thing for me, this rash came on. What triggered it was I had 2-day fever, horrible, felt like shit. And then in the wake of all of that, I was left with, a rash over my whole body. Every inch of me itched. I mean, my earlobes itched. It was nuts. So luckily that only lasted a couple of days. And ever since, just when it flares up, I get a little bit of a tingle, that sort of thing. I am losing hearing again in the right side. And this week we did have a appointment at Roswell and met with Dr. George, and I felt well enough he felt well enough to give me a treatment, so that's good. He did clarify a few things for us that we weren't quite sure of. One, I'm going to be on this treatment for the rest of my life. However long that is, I'm on the one component of the Optivio thing that you've been seeing on TV. I was on both for the first wave, now I'm just on the one, and that will be for the rest of my life. The side effects I'm having, they'll manage them the best they can with pills. Right now it's been attacking my thyroid, which is why I've been real kind of listless, whatever that word is, tired, no energy, and having to deal with that. So now I'm on a medication that just after a couple of days I can tell that it's making a big difference, and I'm feeling a little bit better. So we'll be continuing with those treatments once a month for the rest of my life. The side effects kind of are what they are. Unfortunately, that makes it tough to say hold down a 40-hour a week job, because there's days I wake up and I just feel like I got run over by a train, and unfortunately, you can only get so many sick days and that sort of thing, and I wouldn't ask any employer to accommodate that. So with that being said, I've always done freelance since the late 80s and early 90s, from sign painting to graphic design and then website stuff and all that through the years. I've always done side work, so I'm trying to take that side work and turn it into not a full-time gig, but something that can help us pay the bills and keep moving forward. So if you know anybody that's looking to increase their social media image, that's the biggest thing. Some of these companies have killer websites, but haven't posted on social media since 2014 or even earlier. It's crazy. So if you know anybody that could use some help, I have a few little side gigs going on, which have been great. Some logo stuff. Probably the big of which the cat is kind of out of the bag already, but I am helping Buffalo Ski Club and handling their social media presence this year. So I'm real excited about that. We managed to work a deal so Jen, Piper, and I can ski there. So this year, after about 25 years, I will actually have weekends free to go ski for fun. Like we either work the lifts, taught snowboarding, ran sliders, or was at Hollymont, every weekend forever. So it'll be really strange to be kind of one of the customers. And in a way, I'm really looking forward to it. I think we need some good time together. Piper's only got a couple more years of school left, so it'll be nice to spend some, time together. With that being said, I've been very frugal the last couple of weeks after losing my job. We're not wanting to spend any money. trying to be really tight, as I should. But one of the things that we started talking about is, unfortunately, my life is a little more limited than, what I thought it would be growing up. So, with a little bit of a shortened span, we decided, we're going to start making sure that we live the best we can. So today, this morning, first thing in the morning, I took the teardrop over to Ballard's and we traded it in on a little bigger, nicer camper. All three of us can fit in it. It's got some nice features. We didn't go crazy. We just went for a little bit more space, economical. And honestly, if anybody's in the market, I know it's a weird time to be thinking about buying a camper, but the rates are good right now. We're actually paying less a month for the bigger new camper than I was paying for the teardrop. And by the way, Ballard's, Daryl over there, he's fantastic. I mean, you want to talk about really being taken care of, feeling like, you're a person and that you really matter to them and you're not just a commission. I would send anybody I know over there in a heartbeat. I've dealt with two of the other local places when we were first starting to shop for a camper, and I can tell you, hands down, Ballard's will give you the service. They still got the great products, and Daryl's just a heck of a nice guy to deal with. So it's a family business. My dad and my grandfather knew his dad real well, so it's good to kind of keep things in the loop. As far as bike riding goes, I just got back. I did almost 10 miles on the road bike today. Felt pretty good, but it was pretty cold and windy out there. So for my first time out for a good stretch, it was good. I challenged myself a little, didn't do any crazy climbing, but just trying to get my legs back used to, spinning the crank again. One of my projects has been the fat bike. Since I sold my Rocky Mountain race bike, I'm not much of a racer anymore, and I need something that's going to give me more of a Cadillac style ride. I invested some money in wheels. I sold my race bike, took a portion of that money, bought some wheels, and been setting them up tubeless. Anybody who rides knows that the tubeless on fat bikes can be a little bit tricky, even with a tubeless rim and everything. So I found some tape and we got it to work, and knock on wood, seems like they're holding pretty well. So I'm waiting for the trails to dry up a little bit so I can go check this beast out. For all my bike riding friends, Tom Wright, if you can see behind me, I think I'm catching up to you in the wheel department. I have fewer bikes but more wheels. So the one who expires with the most wheels wins, and I'm in it to win it. So we got 3 sets of wheels for the fat bike. I got 2 sets of wheels for my cross and training bike. Heck, I even got road wheels, and for the camping bike, we got extra wheels. So I found out that, having a few bikes and an extra, bunch of wheel sets that you can pop right on really make it a bit more versatile. But without going too far, in the spring, I will be shopping for a new full suspension mountain bike, so that hopefully I'll be able to rip a little faster and have some fun at places like Jake Rocks and stuff that I haven't been able to hit up too much in the last year or so. While we got some hard answers to some tough questions, or some firm answers to some tough questions, at least I know where I'm standing. And honestly, again, I say this to everyone, I'm so lucky because I'm still functioning. I am not gray and looking like a skeleton. And I see some of these people when I go to Roswell, and I just think, how did I luck out? And in a way, and I'm really having a better time of it now. Hit me up on one of the down days when I'm having some bad side effects from the treatments, and I'll tell you that it sucks and I wish I was dead. But in the grand scheme of things, the good days outweigh the bad days. And, we're just going to keep trucking with that and hope that those good days just keep, adding up. And I'm trying to live each one maybe a little bit more fuller than I did, which when I was younger, I really did a lot of stuff and can't believe, that I would try any harder. But, it's tough from day to day to get your ass moving and feel motivated, especially after losing my job. That was a serious kick in the teeth. But, I got enough stuff going on now. I kind of laid low for a while, but now I'm feeling better. I'm invigorated, and I'm really excited about, some stuff that could be coming up on the horizon, including maybe another bike race or two at some different venues that I would be promoting and put on. Again, some new professional relationships as far as with freelance and graphic design, that sort of thing. So it feels like things are starting to move forward again when I felt like I was spinning out in the mud there for a while. So thanks again for anybody that watches these things, stays interested, and all the wishes, the words that I get from people, messages, that sort of thing. Thank you so much. They help a ton. Hollymont members, you guys have been great. A bunch of people have reached out, and it's gonna be tough. I really poured my heart and soul into that place, but life marches on, new things open up, and I'm excited for what the future has in store. Thank you. Take care. Be safe.